What's up? I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com. I'm here with Parks Bonifay. How you doing, bud?
How's it going? Doing good.
Oh man, it's thanks for having us on.
Nice and warm. Turned up the AC today.
That's right. Yeah, we're out here with the Ronix crew, kind of walking through the 2018 Wake surf and skim lines.
Yep.
And this is your board. This is the Parks collection, the Park Pro model.
Yep, the Parks Camber.
Parks Camber. What's the story with this deck? And like,
I would say the most significant thing about this board is the Camber rocker line, and it has.
Okay.
I've always liked boards that pop really hard. I love like hard charging boards and coming out of the wake hard, and then letting the board do the pop. So that's kind of like the philosophy on why we did this. Cambered in the middle of the board is actually the same thing as where a 3-stage flat spot had. We magnified that and made it pop harder by giving it camber right there.
Sure.
You actually even get more of a kick underneath your back foot because the camber extends all the way underneath your back boot. So as you're coming off, traditionally you would be about 60-40 probably in the back seat and kind of like wheeling out, but now as you come in you can kind of be a little bit more even on your feet, and it gives you like more of an even kick. I've seen some beginners do their first wake jumps. You know, sometimes you see them like wheelie out across the wake on the first one.
Yeah.
I've seen some come in and they almost like nose out the front.
Yeah.
You can truly see that back foot kick working.
Gosh, and that's kind of the same way in the snow industry and skate. It's like on snow, like classic camber gives you the most pop. Just like it just absolutely does. Now, one thing I also noticed right away is that this baby has some sharp rails. Tell me, you could cut glass on this.
You could definitely shave maybe something on there if you're very fair skinned. But no, yeah, having a hard rail going, we call that a hard rail. When you feel a rail sharp, we call that hard. And what that does is it keeps the water from wrapping over the board.
Got it.
A few years ago, I had a surf rail through in the middle, and I could see as I'm riding the water kind of like roll over the board. So like as you come in, all that water has to clear. Now we have a hard rail all the way around, so the board stays really high on the water and it just releases off the wake a lot cleaner.
Okay, cool. And then like nose and tail. It's not like straight off. It's a little bit rounded.
Yeah, you like to have it.
But why do you have a slightly rounded nose?
I mean, it's just for like personal preference, but and aesthetics too. A lot of what you see on top of the boards are for like the aesthetic features and stuff. The bottom actually, you can see that it like cups up right here and it has like a 45-degree angle. I've noticed like if a wave, the wake's kind of breaking up and it's frothy on top, coming in, it can even help you get your board up on top of that froth and get your kick going. So the graphic's pretty sweet too. My mom and dad skied at Cypress Gardens for years, so this is like that old 50s, 1940s kind of like traditional water skiing in the beginning, to kind of show homage to mom and pop. So pretty cool.
And this is a damn good looking board, and you know,
Thank you.
surprisingly too is like there's not really much happening on the base of the board. There's the camber, there's a little bit of like a cup. What'd you call that, cup rail here? Yeah. Yeah, but there's really not too much action happening down the center line. Why'd you choose to do that?
Well, you know, you just control the water. Your board's not. You don't have like a bunch of different concaves where the water's changing, going all the way through. We like to like control the water as it gets closer and closer towards the tail of the boards and it hits the fins. So you want to know what your water's doing through the belly of the board, and then when it comes in, how it releases off the tail.
Got it.
That's where you throw like some of the more fins and like kind of like cup rails and stuff. Sure.
Now you're like, you know, an extremely awesome rider. You've been doing it, and you've been doing it for a really long time. Can a beginner start on this board? Can they kind of like feel everything out?
For sure, yeah. I think a beginner, people say just because the board pops hard that it's not good for beginners, but I think, you know, a board that pops hard, it allows you to do less. It's a really wide board, really wide tip and tail, really wide belly, probably one of the widest in the line. So it has a lot of surface area to it, and that just means like less work that a beginner would have to do. It lands softer, it's going to pop harder, you don't have to cut as hard, you don't have to like load your line and really try to get off the wake. The board will do a lot of the work for you.
Well, that's all you need to know then, huh? Parks, man, thank you so much.
Anytime.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know, leave a comment or question. Let us know what you think of the Ronix Park Collection board. Subscribe to the channel over there. Check out more vids over there, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the water. Peace.